Or if you haven't, feel free to see Nancy and then you can participate. We have a burgeoning small business group in our club. We want to make sure that everybody who has a small business gets the name out to our members, because I would rather go to somebody who's in my club to get a service or goods, and I think most of us would too. So tonight we had 3 of our small businesses that were going to be represented. Unfortunately, one of them, and I'll tell you when she comes up, tested positive for COVID today. So thank you for not coming. Our first business is run by Gopher and Jay Yaris. They are all about service to both community and clients. They're right back there by the blue sign. And they have been in real estate practice more than 20 years. They're very successful. And they've written a book called Let's Talk. This is really important because most of us are probably over 40. And it's about communicating essential information to those who need to know. So it's designed to help you broach a delicate but necessary subject for you, your parents, or any loved one, or your children if you happen to be of a certain age. The cost is $19.95. Jay is holding it up. And tonight, if you give them a $20 bill, they will give the entire proceeds to Dems to you. So, yay! Yay!
Just let the rest of you know, I don't know how many people know this, but these 2 have been members or friends of the club for a long time.
Yes. And we appreciate them so much. So if you have an extra 20, lay it on them and the proceeds will come to the club, which is wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Kathy Udoch is the member who has a travel business. She's a travel agent, and she's the one who tested positive this morning for COVID. So she's not here, but we're gonna invite her back next meeting, and she'll be able to have her stuff in the back. And then we have Nina Manouche, who has Sweet Peace by Nina. She's waiting now in the back. She makes the most beautiful little things. And she's been lovely about donating some of them to our pop-ups. And also, she's in Etsy, and she's at the Etsy Guild at the Mission Gable Mall and at local craft fairs. And please stop by her booth as well. She has really adorable stuff, and she does custom work. So if you've got a wedding or a birthday or some kind of an occasion in your future, you can get with Nina, and she will make you lovely little things to go with your theme for your special event. Okay? And pizza.
So before I start, I just want to acknowledge that we have some candidates here in the room. Farrakhan, who's running for the Board of Supervisors. And Allison DeNicholas, who's running for Congress. Gopher was here earlier, but I think he had to leave for another engagement. Did I miss anybody? Don't want to do that. Okay, thank you. And is there, how many of you here have never been to a club meeting before? Ever? Ever, never. Welcome. Where are you? Yay! Thank you for coming. Yay! We hope you've been made welcome. So we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance to get started. So everybody please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All. Yeah. Right. Okay. So welcome to the club. We're going to have a little activity in a minute. We're going to be talking to the people at your table. So I'm not part of the jury. Okay, well, I'll see what I can do. Gary, thank you. Okay, so the first activity is to turn over your agenda. And on the back is a sheet about water.
And so to get you ready for our speaker later in the meeting, we want you to talk with the people at your table about what you know about changes you've made perhaps in response to the problems with water, shortages, and the drought, and also to think about what kind of questions you want to ask of our speaker later. So we'll do this for about 15 minutes until 6:45, and then I'll go on with the rest of the agenda. So talk to the people at your table. What do we do that we our business spot with one vote? Everything goes on one vote on a consent list. They're all the checked items. So I'll walk you through quickly. We do the agenda, the quorum, the general meeting minutes, the motion to adjourn, the treasurer's report, and one other item recommended by the executive board is the Blue OC. And our club bought a package of tickets, which we've been selling. And supposedly it closed yesterday. But if there's a chance that any of you would like to go to this convention, which I think you'll find very interesting, we have a lot of really interesting groups like Planned Parenthood and other progressive groups are going to be there. And Gary has an announcement to make, so I'll let him do that. He has a deal for you. Such a deal.
Thank you. Thanks, Louise. Just quickly, the information, some of it's on this is the first time the OC Central Committee is having a big fundraiser so they can pre-fund the county's Democratic Party for the year in advance, and they have a budget set, and they're raising money. They also want to get cheats and seats. It's going to be great because I think the Bonta, the Attorney General, is okay. I'm getting my thing. But anyway, if you want to buy your tickets, you can buy tickets through the club discount. I'm not trying to impede on that. I bought a sponsorship. I have 5 tickets. It doesn't include lunch, but in any event, I've already allocated 3 to club members. I have 2 left. If you want to go and and you can't, you just don't want to shell out or whatever. If you're willing to come, I have business cards. Grab one and reach out to me. You're welcome to come. It's an all-day event, and it's no cost. These 2 tickets are no cost to you. They come with my sponsorship.
Thank you. That is really nice. Okay, and so if you maybe want to look into this and sign up, we're going to keep it open another couple days, and then we're shutting it down because I have to turn in the report to the DPOC. So it's either you're already behind the deadline now, so if you don't do it in the next day or so, it's going to go away. Okay, and right now, let me go back. You can see on the agenda that we paid $2,500 for the discounted table tickets and the display table, and we've collected on the sale of the tickets we got $2,124. So it's basically almost a wash, which is how I love to budget. It's wonderful. Okay, so here's our treasurer's report. If you see something on there that you want to ask a question about, you could do that now. Otherwise, we're not going to spend a lot of time going over it. There's nothing surprising here. So we're doing really well. We've already spent some money that we need for next year, like buying our postcards, buying stationery, buying the flyers. So we're starting to gear up and get those supplies in-house. Okay. So I need a motion to adopt the agenda. Gary moved. Who's second?
I do. Second.
Second. Thank you, Herb. And is there anybody who wants to pull something from the consent calendar or the consent list and have it discussed in excruciating detail? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. All in favor, if you're a member, please. If you're in favor and you're a member, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? That's how I like it. Okay. Okay, just a little interesting thing that I just couldn't pass up. I get the Cook political report. And I know sometimes I'll say to people, well, that's an R1 district or it's a D1 district. And people kind of look at me like I'm speaking some foreign language. But the Cook report rates races. And so they change them over time. As things change, they change the ratings. So I thought it would be interesting to look at the race in California 40, and we had both of the candidates here, Joe Kerr earlier and Allison, I think, left also. They rate it as an R2. That means that it's leaning Republican. So you can see down on the side what the ratings mean. A lean means these races are considered competitive, but one party has an advantage. So they haven't written it off for the Republicans, but they're not sure we can pull it off. So what do you think? Can we pull it off?
Yeah.
And you can see the rest of the California districts in Orange County. Michelle Steele is lean Republican, which is very strong. The rest, we have solid Democrats in central Orange County with Lou Correa. And the race that Dave Min and some other people, I don't remember all the names, are in CA 47 is a Democratic +3, and it's a lean Democratic. And then in northern San Diego County and southern Orange County, there's Mike Levin, who is likely a Democrat. Okay, so yeah, so but folks, it doesn't stay that way unless we do this. Okay, so we're going to be gearing up and asking a lot of people. I've already come up with a really wacky, crazy idea for the county school board race in March in the Silverado Canyons up there. That instead of walking it, we're going to do a drive and drop. So we'll have a driver and a canvasser in the car. We'll pull up to the address. The canvasser will jump out, go knock on the door, hand them their stuff, and get back in the car. Because some of those houses are on steep hills, up and down, and some of the ladies on the field team with me really think I've gone over the edge on this one, but we're gonna make it work. Okay.
I'm sorry, when you said D+3, does that mean 3 Democrats or?
No, it means that it is the ratio is it's either a +1, a +2, a +3. 3 means it's very strong. Okay, right.
Is that registration?
Yes, it's registration, but I believe the Cook political report also looks at turnout in previous elections and other metrics as well. Okay, but registration is important. France shaking her head, yes, we agree. Okay, all right. Just for those of you who are new, or as a reminder that we have these focus groups in all the cities. No, Andy Alexander is here for Lake Forest. Gary Gephardt, raise your hand, Gary, is for the canyons and the areas that are unincorporated. Kathy Palmer is for Mission Viejo. And Cindy Ashley is not here, but she's with Rancho Santa Margarita. So if you want, they get very involved in looking at city council races, school board races, and water districts. So our membership has grown. Anne, you want to come up? Because you want to talk about the other item as well. Anne is our membership chair.
So we guessed the 400 mark, which is wonderful. Yeah, we're going up. Again, I had somebody tonight mention to me that they got our newsletter and they thought they were a member. I just want to remind you that just because you're on our newsletter list, which is about 1,000 people, does not mean you are a member of the club. So I just want to differentiate that. We need you to go on that blue or send in a check with a little envelope outside for you to officially be a member. If you go on that blue, you will get a receipt back if your donation goes through. Okay, just want to clarify that.
And also some people who are on the Facebook group
Right, right. Just because you're on our Facebook group does not mean you're a member of our club. We're glad to have you there and we're glad that you're interested in what we're doing. But also, we need your $30 to be an individual member. Okay, and next. All right, so I just want to thank people tonight. I didn't know if you realized, I didn't realize that Chalk has a section of Providence Hospital in Michigao. And tonight you were bringing things for the Ronald McDonald House. It's not an actual house like they have in Orange, but they have several rooms there that families whose children are being treated can go in and take a shower and get a snack and take a rest and get a break. So that's what you were donating to this month. Next month, we're going to be donating to Friendship Shelter, which is in Laguna Beach, who basically is a very supportive group for the homeless community. And so we're looking for a ground coffee of any kind, could be instant too, rice, pasta, beans, and canned veggies. That they kind of just your basic staples that they put in their food pantry. And they serve hundreds of people a month there. I guess that's it.
Thank you.
Well, we're trying to demonstrate to other people in the community that we really practice our values. You know, we're not just progressives who talk about it, we actually do things. So it's a good thing. Okay, Marty. Marty's again chair of the fundraising committee. And she's gonna tell you about a special event for sustaining donors. So I put this in again to remind you. That's okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so far this year we have 75 sustaining donors. Thank you to all of you. It makes a difference. And so far, this is as of like the middle of the last month or something, so it may not, it's probably more than that by now, but $9,582. Yay! That's amazing. And so this is for people who are already members. They give their $30 or their family membership, but they're able to give a little more, $1 a month, $5 a month, $150 a month, whatever you want to spare. You know. Or you can just write us a check for whatever you feel comfortable with and do it one time and be done. But to thank all of those sustaining donors, we're going to have the best sustaining donors. Thank you again. We're going to go to Tobacco Farms and we're going to get our pictures taken with real donkeys. Uncle Joe, and we're going to be able to talk to her and pet her little ears and get our pictures taken with her. How could you resist? It's worth paying us sustaining donor just to be able to meet Uncle Joe. So that's going to be on September 30th. We'll have food and we'll have booze. So here we go.
That's the background music.
Oh.
Sweet song.
Everybody, don't tell me.
Let's do it. What's the time, Laura?
4 to 6.
4 to 6.
Happy hour.
Yeah, happy hour. Yeah.
Those who don't know, Tanaka Farms is just down the freeway, the 405 freeway, you get off on University, it's like 10
Yeah.
minutes to my house.
It's real close. It's real close.
And
to become a sustaining donor, you just go to the membership page on our website and it says sustaining donor. And you click and you put in your credit card and it's done. Yeah. And whatever level you feel comfortable, because every dollar helps us get more people elected who are Democrats. And that's what we're all about. Then in October, we're going to have our annual Halloween party. This year's theme is Creepy Carnival. And again, our fearless host will be Melora Klickner. And you know, she knows how to put on a party.
Oh, she does.
So, and costumes are recommended, but not necessary, but if you don't wear one, you'll make fun of yourself. And then, as always, our annual O'Neill brunch, December 9th. And we are already accepting donations for our silent auction and our baskets and our wine wall. Especially if you have a gift card in your wallet that you know you're not going to use, we'll take it. Or if you just want to go and get one and donate it, that would be great. we put together beautiful baskets with themes and stuff, and I think if you've been to the event, you've seen them. If you haven't been to the event, you gotta come, because it's really great. So that's, at the, Lisa Viejo Country Club in the morning on the 9th of December.
Royal Tribuco.
A Royal Tribuco, what did I say? I said something, okay, I was wrong. A Royal Tribuco, it's much better. And it's where Richard O'Neill was a member, and we've got history there and everything. So I think that's it for me. Okay, thank you, Canyon Guns. Kirk, do you want to talk about this?
Just very briefly.
Wait, I'm coming.
The educational panel will be the first and only time this year we will actually have a panel. All of the participants, including Janet, are educators in some fashion, active in the profession. The theme, I'm told, will be rumor versus fact in education. So I think it's going to be, as I understand it, interesting. It'll be set up, I believe, in this room. Medicare, October will be the theme for that month. Dr. Weisbart will be talking to us via Zoom. He's located in Missouri. Someone who's focused very heavily in the subject of Medicare, and I think all of us probably know about Medicare, but we're going to know more about it in depth, and also learn about how Medicare compares with other programs that claim to be Medicare related and probably more expensive. Any questions?
When I'm.
Very good.
Okay, so,